Welcome to Front Office Bosses Podcast. We got Yank in the building. We back again for another episode. Apologize for last week. We was all busy. Life be lifing, but we do want to welcome y'all back. So off camera, I was looking at a few things. Not to be funny. Shout out to my daisies and Bluffton. I know you like them. Jump right into the pause. Shout out to my daisies. Shout out to my daisies in Bluffton. Again, we do want to recognize, that she definitely a landmark right there. Just to let everybody know, what could be done and what's being done right there in that space. I heard nothing but great things about it. You been there yet?
Of course.
You have? Of course. Yeah, I ain't even
been there. I was there, man. It's amazing.
I heard the music is good in there. They play
the donut shop.
They got a donut shop inside the joint.
It's a separate thing.
So it's. I heard it's like rebuilt.
Restaurant. Then you got a little shopping area.
Really?
Then you got the barn area. Yeah.
I gotta go. I said that before on another episode. I gotta go though for real, just to see what it's about. Like I said, shout out to Sonya Grant. She used to tell me she went there like 4 times in a row or something like that.
I mean, it's dope because it's right there. One is right there, right? And it's something that hasn't been in Bluffton ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And like you said, there's more than one. It was like I gotta see it. There's more than one building.
Bluffton. I know we from the island and everything. Right. Bluffton is building up. There's a lot of people moving to Bluffton. There's a lot of development going on, period, and you can't be mad at the development on either side, whoever's doing the development, you know what I'm saying, and whoever's at the forefront of the development, because it is needed, for change and growth in the area.
Yes.
Me personally, just on the outside looking in, I don't understand why, a lot of things about, because I know you heard about it. You want to get into that shit real bad.
Nah, because
I know you don't like it. I don't like it either. But that's the world we live in. But at the same time, there is talks about why or people asking questions from both sides, and of all color kind of people. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of dirt being thrown on her name, which is not right. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because, there's one, and not to even lean that way, there's more people doing more things that's not right than her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For that has been doing. If y'all want to shine that kind of light on any kind of situation.
Right.
But at the same time, it's something that commemorates a person from that area that has put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Prior to this generation, prior to the last generation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's commemorating a legendary person in Bluffton, you know what I'm saying? And in that area, you know what I'm saying? And this is showing that, one, that these, people like this did exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That blaze the trail for other people. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I think it's dope. You give other people inspiration to be like, man, like I know a few other young women who have restaurants, but not to that caliber of, and again, the landmark of where it's at. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That makes it different and makes it stand out too. But it's inspiration where other people see like, damn, maybe I can get something like this in a prominent area. You know what I mean? Attract who I need to attract, which is everybody, but just have a safe place to do that. You know what I mean? So when I heard what I heard, I'm like, damn, they ain't been open a year yet.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. And with that comes a lot of getting used to, a lot of changes that even on I'm not taking up for nobody, and I'm not. I'm just giving of my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's a new establishment. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think of the growth from where the foundation came from. You know what I'm saying? It came from, it was a mobile thing. You know what I'm saying? Now it's stationary, and it's including a lot more people. There's a lot more moving parts to it. So things are not gonna be, how people may have wanted it to be from the food truck. You know what I mean? Aspect of food, the quality of the food, or the taste of the food, or you know what I mean, whatever you want to criticize about it. I mean, it hasn't been open a year. You know what I mean? How many restaurants you go to, whether it's fast food or 5-star, where you blow through staff,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta find the right people to work in the right positions, to do the right things, to get to get the knowledge of how she was doing it from when she started. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she's operating on. Exactly. But I know the part you itching to get to it, like why they keep bringing up her little lawsuit. You know what I mean? And I know you.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. It's just the fact of, we've heard of her with the food truck, working in the community and all this. So when this came about, like I said, I was like, damn, that's what's up. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, it gives people something to look at and be like, man, I'm just frustrated.
I know
that everything, like, damn, like, why can't I just, you know what I mean? Like, excel and do what I need to do without having hate or such opinionated opinions on what I got going on. Like, just let me rock.
Yeah, but when you in a certain kind of light, you get a different kind of attention. And sometimes that attention comes good and bad. You know what I mean? Some people don't understand, the intentions behind that attention.
Right.
What people's intention is. You know what I'm saying? And why they put in place to say the things that they're saying about people. You know what I mean? And a lot of the times it comes from people that's not even from here. You know what I'm saying? They not from this area. They may have come visit. You know what I mean? May have come visit their family, or may have come with their family on vacation or whatever. But they wasn't born and raised here. They don't know the culture. Really know the culture. They trying to understand the culture now. You know what I mean? And what comes with that is profiting off the culture, whether it's positive information or negative information. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, clicks is money. You know what I mean? So they trying to get clicks and views. And I know you want, like you question like why they bringing up, a lawsuit that has nothing to do with the restaurant or the two are not even connected, and it shouldn't be brought up. You know what I'm saying? But with criticism and questions and opinions, on why, and coming from what people remember that area, that spot for. Before it was that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was another restaurant before that. I don't know, how deep that is, but but I see comments about, what I'm saying, and it was like, one lady commented like, "Yo, yeah, that's the old pepper." I would never step foot on that.
Hey, listen,
I would never step foot there.
In my mind, that's what I saw. Like, damn, I think that's Cover Sports. I went to school with Shorty too.
But how can you say that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's just
so. But shout out to my Daisy, shout out to Bridget. You know what I mean? Shout out to the criticism that she's getting, because it ain't doing nothing but making people more interested in going and seeing what she got going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just again shout out to Bridget.
Know what I'm saying?
Like shout out to Bridget. I just wanted to speak.
I know Bridget. I heard. He felt kind of passionate about it. Like she's doing something extremely next level and extremely positive. You know what I'm saying? And why is she getting whatever? And I see you see people that you may have worked with, or people that you grew up with, people that commenting, talking about it and things like that. And they have more. I see. Shout out to Jam. I seen Jam post. Was pretty viral.
Good.
And some people was talking about it. As long as people talking about it,
right? And we talking about it, shit. That's why I'm like,
But I've been, you know what I mean? Like I was out there.
I'm about to go. They open tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and go do that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But nah, that's again, everybody just tuning in. We were just speaking on from what I heard, the wonderful restaurant My Daisy's out in Bluffton. Just giving her flowers through the.
She got Grammy nominated.
Oh, see, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
crazy.
Like,
that's why.
How can you not support that? You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, let me
bringing Grammy nominated people.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Pause. But let me talk on something, right? So now it then leads me to have to like kind of think about like what's the motivation? Like is it and I don't want to be like this, is it race or is it like, man, like you said, I got Grammy nominated people coming here, like this could definitely turn into something. It's already into something, but it could possibly like boom, you know what I mean? So then it's like, well, let me just put a little, you know what I mean, stop on this a halt just to see what's going on first, and let me bring up some passion. That's what I think is whack. That's what I'm saying.
I think there is that, but it's also everything else that comes along with people in the political space. You know what I'm saying? They're in the political space, but then they're also business owners and business operators and things like that. So people try to think that they're co-mingling the two. One is feeding the other, or one is getting fed off of the other. Conflict. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's that conflict of interest or piercing the veil is what people say. That business lingo. So, but and with that, there's funds and things like that. So people are interested. You know what I mean? So
who won Grammy nominated? Who was that?
I forgot the gentleman's name, but I think he did some music with a very well known artist, and he's been working with artists. Forgot Fred. Fred was out there with him.
Fred up here?
Yeah. La Bodega. Yeah, bow tie guys.
Yeah. They cool. That's some cool. Yeah, and my man, his man too.
Yeah, Tim.
I can't. Don't let him get mad.
Yeah.
He played the piano.
Yeah, he played. I think he played guitar too.
Nah, that's what he played the guitar. He nice. Yeah, but nah, shout out my man. But nah, what's good though? What's new? Regulars? Yeah.
I mean, nothing but the world, man. Everything is the world, man.
Yeah.
It's the world, man.
A lot of people don't live in the world, though.
Nah, a lot of people, I know. I mean.
You watch the news a lot, though?
No, I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
That's just depressing.
Yeah.
That's just depressing, man. Nah, man. I mean, I be online a lot, man. There's a lot going on. I ain't gonna say I don't watch the news. I do watch the news to see what they're gonna say. It depends on what news. I watch C-SPAN. C-SPAN.
You see other countries kind of C-SPAN? They be when they be fighting over there.
Yeah, they do.
They go down
different over there. Very, very different.
Very boisterous over there.
Yeah, because they we don't know how good we have it in the United States, in America.
Yeah.
First of all, we gotta know where we at in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know where they at.
I know, man. I already know. They tiptoeing around and shit.
I mean, I'm saying a lot of people don't know where they at. People think they here and they not.
Well, yeah,
a lot of people think that they're U.S. citizens. You know what I'm saying? They're not U.S. citizens.
Okay.
You're not. You know what I mean? I hate to say that.
So to the people that's probably looking at me like, what is he talking about? Because I've been a U.S. citizen all my life.
No, you wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
You was a citizen of the state you was born in.
Oh God, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you was a citizen of. You thought you was a citizen of the United States. That's how they trick us. They trick us into the United States is only 10 miles. It's 10 miles by 10 miles. That's what the U.S. is.
Which is D.C.
Which is Washington, D.C.
Right. I think you said a few years ago when I got hip to it, I think it was hurricane time, and I think you hit me to like you notice how the governors are making calls of each state, not the president.
Not the president. The president can't tell the governor.
You know what I mean? Like the
governor of the state.
Right. That's what I'm like, damn. Who? Nah, it clicked and I'm like, oh shit.
People be like, yo, the president can do this, do that, do that. No. That's why he only put the National Guard in Washington D.C.
See,
Washington D.C. is foreign to everywhere else. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's like you said.
They're foreign. They so that's what. But then my whole thing with that is everybody. It was a lot of talk online. Like people like, yo, they just got the National Guard doing lawn work. They doing landscaping. What the fuck you think they do when they overseas? They be delivering mail and working on vehicles, and that's what they do.
Hey,
so they treated Washington just like that. A foreign land. That's what they will be doing.
Damn. So yeah, to the people who don't know,
I don't be talking about that.
I know.
Crazy,
but look.
I'm crazy. I'm like.
It's always misunderstood when you don't know shit. You gonna call people crazy. You gonna be like, nah, they bugging. They talking about. You know what I mean?
My man be like, yo, you be on that Indiana Jones shit. Like what? Nah.
I want to search information and actually find public information.
Yeah, it's deep, and a lot of that stuff is affecting us now. Because there was a lot of talk like, people were saying, "Oh, Trump never left the office. He never left office from his first run," which can be said. It can be said, and it can be validated. A little bit.
Never left office.
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
You saw his hat. It said what? 45 to 47. 45 through 47.
I ain't see that.
Like everything counts, everything, every symbol, every period, every comma. We don't pay attention to
45 to 47.
45 to 47.
I missed that.
On the side of his hats, on the side of the MAGA hats. You know what I'm saying? It used to be 45 to 47. People would say that he never left office. I mean, I don't know. I won't get too deep in that because that's for them. That ain't for us. We're private.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we not even supposed to. That's for them.
That's for them.
But
now I know you don't like to talk about a lot of that shit. I be trying to get you just to enlighten certain people on certain things. Again, like how people may not know we don't live in the United States.
No, we don't.
You know what I mean?
That's why we are our own government made us enemies of the state. Our own government. Everybody saw the movie Enemy of the State. Your government made you the enemy of the state. Of every state. Most federal cases, when you get a federal case, most federal cases is going to end up having interstate trafficking on it. Why? If I got caught in a different state, why do I got interstate trafficking? That's because you said you was a U.S. citizen.
Oh, wow.
And you're not from that state.
Wow, see?
Yeah. You get caught with a gun. Where your gun was manufactured at? If your gun was manufactured in Massachusetts, interstate trafficking. If your gun was manufactured in Springfield, Georgia, and you get caught in Virginia, interstate trafficking.
See, and that's when people be like, none of that shit apply to me. I don't got time to. That shit do apply to you.
That shit
then
apply
when
to
you wonder why X, Y, Z happened, it's like what's happening to everybody. So then you know what I mean. People just accept it.
Everybody's a slave.
Everybody's
a slave. Everybody's a slave. Once you signed up to be a U.S. citizen, you signed up to be a slave. And
then when people will be like, "Well, I ain't signed up. I was born into it." Again, that comes from a lot, like you say, lack of knowledge of even of your parents or maybe so your grandparents and so forth. Of just we all had a misdirection or just not even
we was misled.
Want to even search shit.
We was misled. Like you got people be like, yo, why black people don't have nothing? Because they took everything from us. Fuck you talking about why we don't have nothing? Hey, your great grandparents was able to buy a house.
Facts.
Go to war. Like you bought the house, right? You went to war. Came home. Took advantage of the GI Bill. My great grandparents, they went to war, whatever. They came back. They couldn't take advantage of the GI Bill. They fought the same war you did.
Right.
They couldn't take advantage of that. Okay, so that property or whatever was handed down to the greats. So they got the appreciated values. We didn't. And even when we did have something, they bombed it. The United States is the only country to bomb its own country.
Yeah, I remember.
More than one time.
Right.
They bombed Philly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me ask you this. I heard that the Black Wall Street joint was rebuilt.
It was rebuilt.
I didn't, because they were saying how a lot of people don't talk about that side of this shit, how they just talk about the bombing.
It was rebuilt. Yeah, they did what they did, but it was rebuilt. Them people rebuilt it. Right. You know, everything was built by...
No, I'm just saying.
Bro, everything built by people that look like us.
What?
Everything. Everything. Not everything. Now I saw a video of a dude was like, yo, okay, y'all can have y'all white town. Y'all can have this town. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have all of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have y'all town. But you can't have no door handles. You can't have no ironing boards, no irons, no this, no that. Everything that so-called black people made, you can't have in your white town if that's how you want it.
Wow, imagine that. Because a lot of people don't know.
Alarm systems, GPS.
Okay, see, that's crazy. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's just a simple fact of not being able to, patent your work. Cause
that's the only thing they invented was the patent office.
Because then you wasn't even supposed to be able to read this shit back then and know how to even articulate. So
well, see that, now I'm going off my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things in history I don't believe no more.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible? How is a lot of this stuff possible if we wasn't able to do a lot of them things, or we had to do it in secret? Mm-hmm. How is a lot of this stuff possible? How was my man able to make the plastic things that go around your shoestrings? How did he even know that material existed?
Facts.
If he couldn't read.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that much word of mouth out there. Ain't that much word of mouth.
So a lot of that stuff I don't believe no more. They told us that they keep us dormant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like where this man knew to get the plastic to put around the tip of your shoestring, so they wouldn't fringe and flare out.
Flare back out.
We didn't know that. How did he know that? He was just experimenting. Where did he get the material from?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how did he know all of this?
Yeah, when you break it down like that, it's like, damn.
And then look at the time. Just like how y'all just watching the video, it was like, yo, how did Christopher Columbus call the people that he came in contact with Indians, and there was no India. India was Hindustan.
Oh, hold on, word.
That's the real name of India.
Hindustan.
So how did he call the people from a different land Indians?
All right.
And the land that they call India and the Indians is all the way over there, and it wasn't invented until the 60s.
Now, that's a great question.
Your grandma was in 60.
Facts. Now, you know they got like, I had searched up like the world map before, like, I forgot what I was looking for, but it's mad different styles and models of the map. Mm-hmm. And one of the most expensive ones, where it's supposed to say United States, whatever, it says Indies. And then below, they say, which is still called West Indies. Mm-hmm. So it's funny, like you said, India was called what?
You know, like,
oh no, that's
North
crazy.
Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida is a part of the West Indies.
One more time.
North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida is a part of the West Indies.
No, I didn't know that.
It is. At one point, it was part of the West Indies.
Wow. I mean,
because they're not West Indian. They're not West. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's funny? Shout out to my cousin Lee. He be telling me when he go to Georgia, some places, they be asking him like he's Jamaican. They like his twang from here. Mm-hmm. Like, he sound a little not Jamaican, but West Indian. Yeah, he like, they be asking me from. I know they be asking me from da 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 da. So that's funny. You even said that part.
Same people, man. Same. Like I said, I don't believe a lot of the stories that we were taught in history anymore. After reading a lot, you know what I mean? Reading certain things. I don't read a lot, and I'm not an avid reader, but I do read. You know what I'm saying?
When you break that down, like when you break it down like that, what do they know to you know what I'm saying? Like
this, where my man? Come on, bro. The phone we're using right now, who made that? Even the service that the phone is operating on.
Damn,
like the computer, fam. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, like the computer?
Yo, you said the computer?
And you gotta remember, a lot of this stuff is not that old. But you got, we're about the same age as the computer. As the internet. As the public know it. You know, the military had it. The military had it way before they let it loose to the public. So, you know, yeah, man. I mean, it's just a lot of that stuff. Once you start to look at it and you look at it with common sense, right. You know what I'm saying? Like real, like just common sense. I mean, it'll start to make sense.
Imagine being able to take over a whole race, not take over a whole race, but take over enough to be like, oh yeah, and we're gonna take this. Well, you did this. Okay.
And what people that look like us gotta understand is that the people that we may think is racist and all of that, I'm not having no sympathy or nothing like that, but they don't know as much as we give them credit for.
Yeah.
They know certain things of what they know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we like, yeah, everybody, you know. Yeah, we think that they're, you know what I mean, more. Yeah. We give people more credit than they deserve. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that be making us feel like certain things are racist, or or they're being racist.
Yeah.
That's like yeah, that's that too. You know.
But past that, you know what my problem with, and this is not a race thing. You know what my problem with?
Can't be a race thing.
Nah.
You a magnet.
Oh, here we go. Chill. See, come on. My problem with that's all that I know is it's a choice. You know, people be like, yo, that's all I know. I see my father do this. Or yo, that's all I'm going off subject. Well, that's all I know. That shit is a choice. So when I hear every time I hear it, I'll be like, it's like a cop out. Like, no, that's all I know. Because it's like, at what point do you see wrong and then want to change that and be like, let me try this? I know that's effed up.
No, I mean it's the individual. I mean, because if you let a person do that to you or say that to you, you know what I mean? It and then that's what it'll be. But would it be what it is? And again, I really don't mean to sound racist or foul in any kind of way. A lot of people don't know how to gauge the emotion factor, and that's due to certain quality or not qualities, but a certain makeup. You know what I'm saying?
They know.
That and genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a certain makeup that what people know. You know, of how people gauge their emotions and what they do. Like you can't. Okay, just take for instance, you ain't waking up in the morning and drinking,
right?
You know, hard liquor. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know, a so-called Native American or a Caucasian or white person, they probably can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's more likely that you will see that being done. You'll see it being done in other cultures, but in other nationalities, but not as much. It's because your body, your system in your body.
That's great.
It can be managed.
Yeah.
And that plays a factor in your engaging your emotions, the way your body is made up. We on some random, you know, early Mr. Electrician ain't here today, you know, so he all over the place.
I can't hear read this. I need glasses anyway.
You know, I know you more so was on some. I hate that that people get hated. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's cool.
On that note, you know what I mean? and why certain things have to be.
Yeah, I just don't like race. I don't like the racism, racist shit. You know what I mean? I don't believe nobody better than nobody like that. I mean, it's arguments to that. You know what I mean?
But it isn't, because everybody has the same 24 hours. Everybody the same. We all are victim to the system. So that's just what it is, man. Like we all we all are goyim to the system. And if you know what goyim means, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie.
That's what the so-called Jewish people call non-Jewish people. Goyim. They think you're the scum of the earth. Whether you white or black. Whether you white, black, Indonesian, anything that's not them.
Goyim.
You're goyim. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember that one.
You know, I mean, and then they ain't the real people.
I see.
You know,
you can't even say, "Woo!" You know what's dumb funny?
You can't talk about
them. I don't know.
You can't talk about them.
You know what's funny? In every race, there are hidden jewel secrets. You saw with your grandfather.
Yeah.
And every race got that shit like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just funny that, if all of those secrets.
I mean, bro, it's funny because that group of people was kicked out of like 700 countries.
See, that's crazy.
Except the United States.
Oh yeah.
Now, and they have everybody. They have us over here. Oh, you're a Republican. You're a Democrat. You like Obama. You like Trump. You hate Obama. You hate Trump. Both of them subscribe to those people. Yeah. They kiss the ring to them. Both of them. Both. Whether you like Trump or not, whether you like Obama or not, whether you like Joe Biden or not, Kamala Harris or not, they all kiss them people ring, man.
Yeah, I heard it.
They all like, fit them. People get bread. Every establishment get in office, they get bread. Your tax money don't go to the roads, don't go to the streets, don't go to the school, the fire department, the police department. Don't go to none of it. Don't go when you get pulled over. You be like, my tax dollars pay you. No, it don't. No, it don't. Ronald Reagan came out and told people where your tax dollars go. Ronald Reagan been told y'all that. That's why he was almost assassinated. He told you where your tax dollars go. Your tax dollars don't go to what you think they go to. They go to the crown,
to the queen,
to the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. People don't even know.
I was gonna say you ain't got to answer that. Subscribe next week. Yeah, right.
But yeah, man.
See, and that again, that's just the reach that people don't allow themselves to even open up to be like, yo, let me see what he talking about, or if they hear that. Like, hear some shit like that and make me, like, dig into some shit.
No, you want to know why?
What he was just talking about.
You want to know why?
It'll fuck up your norm.
Broke. Just like everybody said, Dame Dash is broke. Dame Dash is broke. Everybody that's on TikTok, I'm pretty sure y'all follow the guy that goes by, his page is, Hey Daddy, what you doing? Right? It's the daughter. The daughter comes to the father and be like, hey Daddy, what you doing? And he's telling you everything he's doing. Now, on TikTok right now, he's selling a book, right? The Irrevocable Trust book. How to set up your family trust, right? Dame Dash went on the Breakfast Club and said, yo, when I Google these individual people, they're broke. They don't have no money. When I Google their family business,
right,
millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
Excuse me, it was trust. It was all them setups behind the door.
So, but the joke is, Dame Dash is, how can you be broke with a ranch?
Right. He might be, like you said, individually broke.
Ain't nothing in his name. That's the goal. The goal is,
you said that years ago.
The goal is to own nothing, control everything. Because of how the system have you set up in it already from birth. You're set up as a business. When Jay-Z, everybody knows Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dane is showing you what Jay was telling you. Right. But y'all too busy worried about Dane Dash owned an art gallery in Charleston. Bet you people ain't know that.
He be on the island. Well,
he be on the island. He was on the island like last year. Yeah. He owned the art gallery. How you own an art gallery, bro? Right. Art galleries make money. Because art appreciate. It don't depreciate like your car.
Somebody gonna clip this and send us a day and we gonna be
nah, I mean, we from the island. He know the island. He know the island very well.
Yeah. Anyhow, but that's a good topic to bring.
Nah, but what I was saying, my man, because a lot of people follow him. But he's using that clip from the Breakfast Club to promote his sales. You know what I'm saying? Like that clip when Dame was saying he's putting, and I know people around here follow him. He's from South Carolina.
I know that.
He's from the northern part of the upstate. But he's using that clip from the Breakfast Club to promote his product. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, see, he know what he's talking about. Come on, get the book. This is what the man saying.
That's what's up. That's ill promotion
at
time, yeah.
Yo, if people has bought his book.
What's it called? You know what it's called?
Nah, it's just Irrevocable Trust.
Okay.
I mean, everybody talking about.
Not good.
Nah, you're very. Everybody talking about taxes. What? You have that post going around. I get paid. I gotta pay taxes. I go to the store, my groceries. I gotta pay taxes. My clothes. I gotta pay taxes. I gotta pay taxes on my car. I gotta pay taxes on my house. How do I get around my taxes? What do you think Dane is telling y'all? How to get around your taxes?
I ain't gonna give them that credit. A lot of people don't know that.
Nah, they don't. I'm not saying it like I know it to an extent. I mean, I know a little bit. I can scratch the surface. You know what I'm saying? And then further dig. You know? I mean, that's just me though.
A lot of people don't even be. Excuse me. A lot of people don't be having cash like that. Maybe other forms of credit type of security type of thing.
People be cash broke. They be cash poor. Mm-hmm. They cash poor.
Cash poor, yeah.
They cash poor. They credit rich and cash poor. Asset rich and cash poor.
There you go.
I mean, it's a good thing to be cash poor. Mm-hmm. It's a reason why certain songs come out. Like, you remember when that song came out? Meek Mill had the song, I don't ain't nothing but a check.
Yeah.
You nigga ain't nothing but a check. Because that's his word. That's what they want you to focus on. That don't have no value. These people running around with big ass watts of money holding them to their ear.
Big ass debt.
Has no value.
Can't pay the debt with a debt.
Can't pay debt with a debt.
Big ass stack of debt.
Big ass stack of debt.
You know what I'm saying? Big ass stack
it don't know it, you know?
Don't know what that means. Nah, bro.
Can't pay debt with a debt. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, nah. I mean, yeah, you know, a lot of that stuff I don't talk. I don't, you know.
We give away too much anyway. But nah, you got anything? We did our, you know what I mean?
All right, man. I mean, you got me to talk about more than I wanted.
I know, and that's why I set up this episode. I'm like, man.
You got to talk about more than I wanted.
Nah, remember last time, shorty, she hit us and she was like, no, she hit me, she was like, damn, what my man was talking about was that I didn't know that, I knew about that,
So you said, shake people?
Forgot her name already, damn.
I mean, because we look at, all right. A lot of, they fuck us over with the words. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's word porn, wordplay, right? Yeah. Okay. Take for instance when Donald Trump was telling everybody to go take disinfectant, right? If you was to ask somebody in the medical world, the blue light, the machine that had the blue light, it's a disinfectant. So he wasn't telling you go drink bleach or ammonia. He was telling you to get in touch with the people that had the disinfectant. The machine disinfects this.
Word porn,
right?
Right.
Okay. When Trump was saying you're being molested, I'm not taking up for Trump.
Nah,
he uses the word to tell you, to show you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even other people use the word soup. You know, they use certain words. Yeah. Trigger words. I say trigger words. You know what I'm saying? But they're telling you without telling you. You know what I'm saying? And because we only look at words in one realm or one form or in one venue, we don't think of that word to having. We don't look to the other meaning of those words.
Right.
What made me look at that differently when I looked up the word person.
Right.
The word person has 49 different definitions for it.
49?
49. That's just in one dictionary.
That's crazy.
I ain't even getting into another dictionary. That shit has 49. So which person are you?
Yeah, right. Right. So when they serving you and sending you letters and all of this, whatever, and they calling you a person or calling you this, it could mean 48 other different things. You see what I'm saying? This is why. All right, exactly. So
but we tend to not pay attention to that because we be having tunnel vision, life be lifing. People be working. A lot of people don't have time.
Keep us distracted.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Keep us distracted.
But they mess us over with the word. So because of that, we only look at things in one way. And that's a hindrance to us.
Yeah.
And they keep it like that. Like people don't understand. You volunteer for everything. Every single thing you volunteer for. You voluntarily. It tells you. When the people got on C-SPAN and said, "Yo, we thank the people for voluntarily supporting the tax system." Like what? I volunteer. Yeah, if it wasn't for the voluntary support of the citizens, they actually said that.
Like, wait, hold on.
But because you're so, in the I guess in the rat race, you know what I'm saying? Right. That you don't think twice about it. But that's what the people said. Yo, if it wasn't for the willfulness of the voluntary, I forgot how she said it, but she basically said the voluntary support of the people, of the citizen.
Now, you know what that made me think about? We're going to end it here before we get in trouble. That makes me think about when you're then signing for a car. When you're then like signing,
that's a whole.
Signing for a house.
I mean,
it's a lot of things.
Break down the words. Mortgage is a dead pledge.
Mortgage is a dead pledge.
That's a dead pledge.
The word mortgage.
Mortgage is a dead
pledge.
Damn. But you volunteered.
That's what I'm saying. So we ain't gonna jump into that. Yeah. See,
people don't understand. Like when you take your child to the DMV to sign them up to get a license at 16, you just committed a molestation. That was a molestation.
People gonna be like, what?
Because the child wasn't old enough to sign the contract. So they needed a parent. So our first contact with law enforcement be through driving. So when we go and get our kid a license at 16 and we don't barely know what we signed up for to get the license, but we go and get them a license and we willfully do it. We're the adult. They're the child. They're the infant. We still infants too, but we're minors. But they, But we're taking them to agree for a molestation. A molestation is any infraction against you unwillfully, unknowingly. Right. That's what molestation is.
That word can be used
sexually, because you're being taken advantage of, and you don't know it. So it's a molestation.
That's crazy.
But we don't look at that word in that realm.
And word. And for people watching and other people who you may speak to about that may think that's crazy or call you not like that or think like, damn, that's me bugging. But it's those kind of thoughts that kind of get them like, or those people ahead of where they need to be, because they're like, no, I'm telling you. Yeah. But again, you just don't know the information of what this is. Or you're not smart enough to seek to find what this means. So, you know what I'm saying?
Only because we look at words only in the realm we're taught. Like, okay, a money transaction is a money transaction. Any transaction is a oh man, what the fuck is it? It's because the term is sexual. You know what I mean? So you will hear it and think that it's a sexual innuendo. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. You know, in the financial world they look at it that way. In the commercial world they look at it that way. But see, we can't separate the commercial world from our regular life. Like when you going to get milk from the store, you're not getting paid to go get that milk. But because you're driving, you think you're driving to the store. You know what I mean? To go get the milk.
Right.
When the police officer pull you over, he think you getting paid. He think you getting paid. Think you getting a profit because of your driver's license.
Right.
Your driver's license.
See,
no.
The regular person, as I know what you talking about, had to fire off again. I'm like, damn, because you think because drivers not a driver license, right? You're not supposed to have a driver's license, or not required because you're not a driver.
You're not a driver.
But I know
it's another word that they fuck us with. Driver.
Right.
You're not a driver because you're not getting paid. And the people that ride with you are not your passenger. Right. They're my guests.
That's it.
They're my guests. They're my guests in my property.
That's it. So
they're not my passenger. If I say they're my passenger, now that makes it more inclined that I'm getting paid.
That's what I know what you meant. That's why it started sparking. Like, I know, people who don't know, if you got a limo driver, bus driver, taxi driver,
train driver,
those
airplane operator
who need licenses to
drive.
Right.
Because they're getting paid.
Exactly.
I'm traveling.
I'm a traveler. That's why we see people on black people too, but I see a lot of Caucasian people on YouTube. Down they went through this much, but can I help you?
Yeah.
They not even playing like I'm not speaking to you.
Yeah. I mean,
they know what they know.
That too, but see, even with that, I don't condone that, but I did it.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I've done it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
And I ain't get the window break, and I ain't get the
put up the car
and all that. Nah, but I did have the guts enough to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the knowledge. Don't try it.
I mean, I ain't have all of the knowledge. I just had the guts to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I wouldn't advise to do it. I did it once. I'm not saying I'm pressing the issue and I'm gonna do it again. I mean, you gotta choose your battle. You gotta choose your battle. But I wouldn't handle court on the side of the road. That's another thing. Court,
I was thinking when we
never mind, man.
When we think about it earlier, I want to bring that one up because that's a whole court. I was like, nah, we just chill because they gonna be like, man, what they even talk about? Like,
because court, just like a basketball court, it's a court. It's a court. It's a game. And everybody in the court get paid, but you. Everybody, and they work together. Isn't that a conflict of interest? We don't
definitely is a conflict of interest.
Say that there's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
We gonna hire their partner and be like, yo, there ain't no conflict of interest.
That's what I'm
saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the HR. I remember you was telling me about the HR. Like, man, look.
Like, you think they had $34,000 sitting there waiting for you to come apply for a job? No. Where you think the money coming from?
No, don't even jump into that.
Where you think the money coming from? They had $34,000 sitting there waiting for Corey Rogers to come and apply for a job. You think they had that?
People don't go that far to think.
You think they had that money sitting there waiting for me?
Again, if you got to talk about that goes back to everything else with the cars and the houses.
You think they had that money sitting there waiting for me? How you think they got that money? I had to go and submit them. I had to give them something.
That volunteering again.
I had to volunteer my what we call information, what we think as information. That's data. But like your phone got data. Remember you had to pay for data?
Facts.
Your phone. So you went and willfully gave away your data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what did they do with that data? They sent that data to somebody else, right? So when they sent the data to somebody else, those people released some funds, right? The funds you was gonna get paid. Mm-hmm. Now your job then got paid for 7 years.
Regardless if you worked there for 7 years or not. They got your salary for 7 years. Boom. Just by you giving your data. Mm.
What data did you give them?
Your social and your goddamn signature.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, that's on, and they ask for that shit everywhere. Remember I told you, I think on the phone one time, I'm like, damn, yo, I had to go do something. Like, yeah, that shit made me feel like naked.
Like, yeah, you felt, yeah.
When I gave my social out, I'm like, no, I'm like doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But Jamal, you told never, all right, I mean, the social security number was never required for identification until the 80s, the late 80s. Yeah. It was never required to be an identifier. You know what I'm saying? Never. You didn't have to give them that. Yeah, you know, it wasn't until, I mean, if you let somebody do something,
right.
They're gonna continue. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But that's how they get paid. That's how you get paid on your job. Is from giving them your account number. Data, your account.
And see, woo, yo, I ain't never heard you talk this much about.
Nah, I mean,
crash course, bro.
Nah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yo, we can shut down. Crazy, man. Like, what the fuck is this?
Nah, cause there's some people that's gonna look it up. Nah, once you look it up, it's no craziness after that.
I be sharing this shit on my Facebook page a little bit. You know, I
just want the knowledge.
I mean, that. You know, that's it. But it's. I mean, you wanted it. You used to come to me like, yo, what the fuck does this mean? Like,
it was intriguing, but
I knew that.
No, good.
Nah.
I was just saying, that's
I mean, I'm good, you know. Yeah.
But nah, y'all got a lot more balls than y'all can forget tonight. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
He tricked me, easy.
Yeah, man.
Trick me on that one.
Yeah, but again, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all come back next week, man. Front Office Bosses Podcast. We will be back next week with everybody. But nah, y'all definitely stop being tuned in and let us know what's popping.
Peace.
Sure, man.